Hello traders, this is Fanero coming to you live from Miami, aka PM Trader. Today it's gonna be an interesting review. Today was my second day trading 8 hours straight a day, and I had a very simple goal for today, so I'm not complaining about the day at all. I had one goal and one goal only. My goal was to be able to stand and stare at my computer screen for 8 hours from 3 in the morning until 11 in the morning. I did that and I learned some interesting things about myself. I probably gonna need to start drinking coffee or something to get me through the last 2 hours because that was brutal. Alright, and today I'm just gonna keep looking at the same thing about my trading system. It's gonna be the same thing every day because the system doesn't really change. I just need to get better at it. For my entry today, I'm very pleased. It wasn't perfect, but as you see, it was really good. I tap take a couple of trades today. I feel good about it, and I hold it. I call them trade to hold. Even though I was nervous and stuff, I just follow my rules and hold it as long as I can. So that was good. My stop loss, I always predetermine where I'm gonna put it even before I put on the trade. So I don't see how I can improve on that because I always put them behind the first logical point, and it's been working. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Take profit. I need some improvement on this, but it's not really bad. It's not damaging. If I have any complaint about the way I take profit, I would say after I take a profit, I'm a little slow in jumping back in if I took the profit a little early and the move continue. So this is one thing I need to work on. When I take profit on the move and the big move is still going, I mean, there's no reason for me not to jump back in. I don't know why. I usually don't, because maybe I keep thinking I'm gonna have to put my stop loss way back to where the move began, but looking back at the chart on how I trade today, that's not really true, because the place where I get stopped out on the move, it was a stuffy area. There was a lot of action there, so that I can count this as a barrier, like a resistance level, and I can put my stop loss right behind that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing going forward. So that's one improvement I need to make on the take profit side. Trade management, I'm just gonna tie this to my psychology. Today I noticed that I was kind of worried a lot about losses. It's almost like I was trying to avoid them. So a lot of times I see a pop, which is my cue to short, because I usually like to short on pops when they start to fade or slow, and I didn't do it. I'll show you when I show you my trades on the charts. For some reason I held back, but it is what it is. Trading is a learning experience. As long as you can look at your trade objectively and point out your things you could have done better, that in itself it's an improvement. So hopefully I don't keep repeating those mistakes, but I know my psychology is gonna take a while to work it out, because this is not something you can just will away, you know. It's just, you gotta have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations a few times before your brain start getting the message that, you know, it needs to do some rewiring so that you can do the things you want to do. So yeah, all in all, overall I'm satisfied with my trading, because my plan today was not to make the maximum number of pips. I just wanted to see if I can stay on my feet, because I don't sit down, and I don't have a desk that can go up and down. Maybe that's one of the investments I'm gonna make on a desk, a good desk that can go up and down, so I can sit sometimes and stand sometimes. But as of right now, I stand the whole time, and that's better anyway. I stand the whole time for the entire 8 hours. So yeah, so let's go ahead to the journal. What I would like to journal today is that trading is a business, not a hobby. I made that point yesterday, and I'm trying to make sure I reiterate it to myself and to whoever watch those videos in the future. Trading is a business, and it's a serious business. I hear people all the time say you should trade with money you can afford to lose, and I'm going to agree with Rob Booker. If you don't know, Rob Booker is a good trader. He has a ton of videos on YouTube. Just search him, Rob Booker trader. That's a ridiculous notion. Like, what do you mean money you can afford to lose? I work hard for every dollar I earn. Why would I want to lose it? My job is to protect my capital when I trade, and I don't look at that money as money I can afford to lose. I cannot afford to lose a dollar because I work hard for every dollar I earn. So I just look at it as risk capital, which is what it is. You put it at risk every day. But I believe once you start looking at your money at money you can afford to lose, this is exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna lose it. This is a quote from Mike Bellafiore that kind of capture my spirit for my trading day. So I'm gonna put it there. Give him a shout out. What up, Mike? From SMB Capital. He says trading is a sport of survival, reinvention, and perseverance, even for the successful trader. So for beginning traders like ourselves, or like myself, I always think of successful traders as some magical dude who knows when the market gonna go up and go down, and they don't suffer any losses and stuff. When I look at those guys' reviews on YouTube, that's not the case at all. These guys take massive losses when they lose. The only difference between them and me is that most of the time they work for a prop firm, or if they work for themselves, their capital is so much. If they have a couple million in their account, if they take a $200,000 loss for the day, it's not like a big deal for them in the big scheme of things. But for small accounts like myself, like a $300 loss will be like, I don't want to say devastating, but I'll feel it. Even $100 loss, I'll feel it. So I can't exactly treat. I mean, I totally understand where these guys are, and I want to acknowledge where I am. So I need to trade for my level. Hopefully one day I can be on their level. But yeah, trading is a sport of survival. So every day, your first goal should not be to make money, it's to survive that day. If you keep surviving, in my opinion, you'll be learning enough that eventually making money will come as an afterthought, because you'll be learning along the way, especially with the daily reviews and and those videos, by the way, I'm gonna be watching them. I'm not just gonna put them there for other people to watch. I'm gonna be watching them every day to remind myself about what I said. And it's a weird thing watching your own video, because I sound totally different in real life than how I sound in my head. I always have this weird feeling like it's not me talking in the video, but whatever. I have to make peace with it because I gotta watch those videos. My attitude towards gains and losses, I need to do some work on this still, because today while I was trading, I'll show you one of the trades where I hold it for quite a while. I had to distract myself to stay in the trade while I was winning, because I had itchy fingers. I wanted to just hit it to take the little profit that I had. So I had to do push-ups and dumbbells, and I do some yoga stretches just so I can take my eye off the screen, and then I keep moving my stops, to protect some of the profit. I move it at break even first, and then I just go and do a 10-minute stretch workout, yoga. Thanks to the ladies on YouTube, by the way, who's putting yoga videos out. Keep up the good work, ladies. Helps me a lot with my back pain. And then and that's what I did. I did good, but I'm not pleased with the way I felt about it. So I need to work a little bit more on my trade to hold. So that's what I'm gonna be working on going forward. And losses, I don't feel good about it, but I don't think that's a challenge I need to overcome, because once I put my stop loss, it's fixed. And once I lose money on a trade, I just wipe it out of my memory. I don't think about it, because I know each trade is an individual event, and the probability that I'm gonna win or lose on the trade is about the same for each one. So it's a 50-50 shot. So I think I'm not too bad here. There's always room to improve, but in this video I'm gonna try to keep it short because I realized my last video was kind of long. So let me keep moving along. Discipline in trade management. This one I failed catastrophically on it. I'll show you why in the review, because my trade management system is like this. I start with a quarter position. If the trade start going my way, I double it, so that's half my position. And if I in profit and I move my stop to the break-even point, I need to double it again to be in full size. And today I failed miserably at this. I didn't do it when I find a good trade. So I want to say I want to kick myself on this, but I didn't. I don't like to kick myself. I just forgive myself and I'll do better next time. And then today I add up all the movement from the USD CAD because that's the only thing I'm trading. I add up all the significant movement, and we had a move of 325 pips today. Today was very volatile, a lot of volume in the market. Those boys from Asia was here in the market trading today. The Europeans were kicking it. The Americans were kind of slow. It was slow in the American market. I don't know what's going on with us, but anyways, I trade half of the US market hours, so it was good. It was good. I was pleased with the move today. And that's my trading tactic. Let's go real quick on this. We're already at 10 minutes here. I need to be done by 15. I want to start with a quarter of total position. Keep increasing size while in profit. Like I talked about before, always respect my stop loss and keep losses small. Try to let profit run with big size. I definitely need to improve on this. I'm not doing well with this at all. But again, this is my second day, so let me take it easy on myself a little bit. And if I get out too early on the big move, I meant to put move in here. If I get out early on the big move, I'll jump right back in with size on breakout. So if I get stopped out early because it's forming a range on the way up or down, as soon as it breaks out of that range, I need to be in there like full size. I'm not gonna tiptoe, quarter size BS. No, this is gonna be full size. I either lose on full size or I catch the rest of the move. Go big or go home. And set stop buy orders on and stop sell orders when range is informed. I'll show you what I mean by this, because I was trading the range. I was making small profit here and there, but I get caught off guard when it breaks out of the range. Even though I didn't take a loss on the break because I was not in the trade, but I missed out on a huge move I was not expecting. Regardless how I open a position, risk management is key. So I'm always gonna manage my risk. Position management is crane. So increasing size when it's profit, that's how I'm gonna make my money. So I need to go big when I'm making money, and lose small when I'm losing. So let's go ahead, guys, real quick to go over the trades because we're running out of time here. I want to keep it short. This is the trades that I did today. I did 21 trades today. This is my my 1 minute chart, but I don't really trade the 1 minute chart. I keep looking at it. I was looking at it on my tablet because my TV, I use it as a second screen sometimes, but it produces so much heat. I can't. It's just too hot. So I only trade with my laptop screen, and I use my cheap $35 tablet from Walmart to follow the move. So this is how I trade today. So I wake up early and I started trading right here. This was the first trades I put on, and this is where this thing was in this channel, like the resistance up here where I mark it up here, and then there was a support level down here. Let me zoom out a little bit. The support level down here, and then the resistance up here. So what I was trying to do is, usually I don't trade channel like those little range, but this is one thing I'm trying to improve as well. I need to trade those range because sometimes the currency spend the entire day in a tight range. I need to find out how to, even if I can get like 5 pips profit per trip, that can add up to something sizable at the end of the day. So that's what I try to do. I try to short close to the top and cover close to the bottom, and I did that, and I was a little bit successful at this. Like you can see, I shorted up here, cover somewhere here. I think that was a small loss because of I think I catch it somewhere here. So when I factor in the 2 pip spread, it was a small loss. And then this one, I go along here, and then I cover it. I went along here and here, and then I cover up somewhere here. I cover both up here. I think that was for a small profit. And then here I go short up here, and this time I go with both orders like here, and then it went down. I cover, went back up against me, I hold. Then when it wash here, I cover on this wash, and then I cover the rest, and then I go along here, and then I go along here again, and then I cover all of them on top here. So I think that was a small gain too. And then I keep doing that. I go along at the bottom, I short at the top, and go along in the I cover in the wash. And then that was my last trade here. That's what I'm talking about improving. And then after I get out of this trade here, the last one, that's when this happened. I was getting ready to short it up here and play it against this resistance here. Thank God I didn't, because before I can, because usually I like to wait to see a little weakness, and it gave me a little weakness. I was about to hit it, and then it just boom, go right against, just blow through this, and I did not even have any time to react. And then when it go up here, I'm like, whoa, I missed that. So my plan was to short it up here against the next resistance level. Before I can even finish making my plans, it blew right through this. I'm like, wow, this is running. So I'm like, I missed this. And then I zoom out a little bit. I couldn't find any immediate resistance, so I'm saying, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me see, I think I found another resistance up there. Yeah, I found that resistance up here. I zoom out, I go on the 1 hour chart. That's how I was able to find this resistance level up here. And then I draw it up here. I'm like, okay, this is my next resistance level. Since I already missed the whole run, no point chasing here. So I'm just gonna trade it against the next resistance, which is what I did right here. So I was waiting for it to go close to the other resistance up here, and it did. And as soon as it gets to a level where, like, I think it was about like maybe 5 pips from that next resistance, I'm like, okay, 5 pips, I can take that risk. And this is what I did. I hit it. I hit it once right here. Hold on. That's it right here. I hit it once, and then I hold. It goes against me a little bit. Come back. When it go back up here, and I see the weakness on that one right here, I hit it again. Second, I double my position, and then it run back against me. My plan was to keep hitting it, and that's when I get gun shy. That's the thing I need to work on. My plan was to keep hitting it every time it comes up here with another quarter, but I didn't do that. It come back up here, I didn't hit it. This one goes down. That was my cue that the weakness is in there. I didn't hit that one either. This one gives me the doji. That's another thing I usually look for. I didn't hit this one either. I get gun shy. I just keep watching it, and I was like, let me see what happens, and I hold it. And then it starts sliding. I thought it might bounce here in this resistance, so I move my stop to break even somewhere here when it get here. But I didn't even have to worry about that because it just blew right through it. I'm like, okay, now we're below the 20 simple moving average. I'm like, we in the money. So I just hold it, and I hold it, and here, this is the candle that stopped me out. This one stopped me out of half, and then this other one stopped me out of the other half. I was very pleased with my cover because I don't like to hold in big retracement like this. I prefer to let it retrace by itself and then hit it again, which is where I screwed up. I didn't hit it here. I didn't hit it here at all, so I missed this entire sideways action to keep hitting it every time it comes up. I didn't, but it's okay. But once it breaks down here and I see that it's very weak, it's not gonna bounce. I was waiting for a bounce up somewhere here so I can hit it, but it never bounced here. And when I see this tiny little bounce it gave me here, I realized this thing is not going anywhere up, so I just hit it. I shorted there, but at this point I was exhausted. I was having trouble focusing, and I just covered too early. So this is something I need to improve on as well. I covered too early here and I missed the wash. This was the wash I needed to cover on, but I didn't get the wash, but it's okay. It was a small gain, small profit. And I did not catch the long here because I don't know. I wasn't feeling good about this because this thing is so weak. I don't see how it can go back up again. So I didn't go long here, but I was supposed to go short up here, but I get gun shy because it was over this 20 simple moving average. Even though I was seeing all these lower highs right here, I never made up to take the short. But anyways, I catch the short here. I catch the long here. I don't know what I was thinking to take that long, but didn't work out too well, so I cover up here. And all in all, it was good. And then this is my last trade, I believe. I catch this short here. It did the wash right away after I shorted, and then I cover right there. And at that point, I couldn't even keep my eyes open, so I was done. I had no energy left. So I think that was a really good day. I made 21 trades. My goal is to make a minimum of 50 trades a day. I know it's gonna take time because I missed a lot of opportunities here to put on size, but it's okay. That's what trading is about. I'm just gonna try to get better every day, to work out to the 50 trades a day minimum and go from there. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please post them a comment, or you can join the Facebook group. I have a Facebook group, Lean Trading, and the link will be in the description below. You can go ahead and check it out and ask questions and start a conversation up there. Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video if you enjoy the content. And if you have any advice on how I can improve on those reviews or how I can improve my trading, please feel free to critique it. Criticism are welcome, positive and negative. Makes no difference to me. It's the same. I'll just take it as a positive anyway. So thank you a lot and happy trading, boys and ladies and girls.